This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Are they going to be able to stand still for a half hour?
Can we do a half hour?
Yeah.
I think so. Yes?
Good morning. My name is Abigail Carpenter, and I am the principal here, and I'd like to welcome you to St. Anne Catholic School. We are very excited for all of you to join us, along with the governor today and many legislators, as well as these adorable children. It is also my pleasure to introduce the Catholic School Superintendent, Kathy Thompson. I'd like to state our purpose for today. We are here because hundreds of our state's most vulnerable students are at risk of losing their opportunity scholarship. They're at risk of losing access to the school that works for them. And many more Nevada students need our help to attend a school where they can reach their full potential. I would like to welcome two students to speak today. It is Estella and Julia Manzano. Estella, if you would please come forward. These two sisters have opportunity scholarships, and they are phenomenal students at Mountain View Christian. And they would like to share with you how the scholarships have affected their life and their educational journey. Estella, if you'd come forward, please.
Good job, Estella.
Yes, please be seated.
There you go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Estela Manzano. I am 14 years old, and this year I am entering high school. I'm very excited. In the public school I used to go to, I struggled with math, but the private school I go to now has helped me understand math much better. I have made good friends here, and I've tried new things that I enjoy doing. The teachers are nice, and they explain things that I don't understand. Please continue to support scholarships so that students like me could don't lose the scholarships. Thank you.
All right. Good job.
I would now like to invite her sister, Julia.
Hello, my name is Julia Manzano. I am 17 years old, and thanks to the Opportunity Scholarship, I attend Mountain View Christian School. Before I was able to attend a private school, I attended a public school that was very loud and overcrowded. I remember telling my mom that I wanted to learn but wasn't able to due to the noise. When I moved to Mountain View, I noticed a difference. The classroom was smaller in size, and it was far quieter. Now my grades are better, and I have been able to grow relationships with my teachers and fellow classmates. Thank you, Governor Lombardo, for your support, and please continue to fight alongside us so that many other students can have the same opportunity I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia and Estella. Your story highlights how important it is to make sure students can attend the school that works best for them. Now please help me welcome Claudia Lomelli, a parent of two boys that also attend a non-public school, thanks to the Opportunity Scholarships. Claudia.
Sorry. No, it's okay. No, I can just bring this down.
Yeah.
Do you want to put it on? Yeah. It's gonna be too. I'm gonna be too tall. I'm not used to that height. Just bring it down. Okay. Put it close so they can hear you. Perfect. My name is Claudia Lomelli, mother of two boys that are recipients of the Nevada Opportunity Scholarship. Coming from immigrant parents, it is important to get well informed of the resources available. Most of the time, we are the people that suffer the most, the minority and the middle class. I completed all 13 years and graduated from Clark County Public School District, but you should always want better for your children and the next generation. Clark County School District is the 5th largest school district in the nation, and it is ranked at the bottom in school quality for decades. It's hard to comprehend with the 2023 school year around the corner that they have 2,000 vacant teacher positions available, but yet the state legislature refused to fund the school choice scholarship that would avoid further crowding in the district. Clark County School District has granted more funds to help, more funds to help students thrive, but have failed to do so for decades. It is proven that charter and private schools are making a greater impact in students' learning development. My boys were born in public school. It wasn't meeting their needs, and I knew they needed a better curriculum and environment. It is comforting to know that the Nevada School Choice and the Opportunity Scholarships, you get to choose an environment and an education that fits our children in order for them to succeed. I want to thank Valeria Gurr for standing by our side and fighting for our children. You're amazing at what you do. I also want to thank our Governor Lombardo. As our new state leader, you've set a tremendous example and set the pace for our legislators, and hope they follow your lead and expand the scholarship program not only for the current recipients, but also expand it to give more students the same opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia, to you and your family. I'd now like to introduce Daniel Reyes. Daniel was able to attend a high-quality school through the Opportunity Scholarship Program. He is proof that the Opportunity Scholarships work, and now he is a first-generation student at UNLV. Go Rebels. Majoring in entrepreneurship. He is also part of the AFC's Future Leader Program, a program designed to identify and develop tomorrow's leaders in educational choice. Please join me in inviting Daniel up to speak.
Good job, Daniel.
First off, I just want to say a big, huge thanks to Governor Joe Lombardo for all that he's doing to fight for school choice. It really means a lot to me. My story begins back in 5th grade. I was attending public school and I was honestly struggling. While my classmates were excelling, I, on the other hand, was falling behind very bad. My grades were quite literally C's and D's, and I honestly didn't know what to do. My mother, being the mother she is, she did everything for me. She tried to give me tutoring, one-on-ones with teachers, but honestly nothing was working. The school was just not a good fit for me. It wasn't until she was introduced to the Opportunity Scholarship, and from there I was able to attend my first private school. And ever since then, I just flourished. I made friends. My grades went from C's and D's to A's and B's. Like, the change was night and day. I can't even explain it. And from there, it's just made me the person I am today. I'm going to college. I'm doing good for myself, and I can honestly say that every kid needs this. Every parent needs a choice, and every kid needs a great education that they can get. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Daniel. As you can see, Daniel's story, the Opportunity Scholarship Program changes lives. That's why we are here today. Again, more than 500 of Nevada's most disadvantaged students are at risk of losing their only opportunity for an education that unlocks their potential. I'm honored to introduce the Superintendent of Catholic Schools to speak to you now. Please join me in inviting Kathy Thompson to the podium.
Well, good morning. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I can honestly tell you that Nevada Opportunity Scholarships give families great hope. It gives parents the ability to choose the educational setting that is the best for their children. Since the program's inception for the last 8 years, I personally have seen the lives of countless students transformed once they were in an environment that was best suited to their needs, their abilities, their talents, and their strengths. I'm very happy to be here today. I'm so appreciative of Governor Lombardo being here with us today at St. Anne's. And now I would especially like to introduce my friend from the Federation for Children, Valeria Gurr.
Thank you for being here. I promise I'm not going to cry today, but I'm just so excited to see this crowd and the interest for options in our state. As I mentioned, my name is Valeria Gurr. I'm a first-generation American from Chile. I'm the Senior Fellow for the American Federation for Children and the head of the Nevada School Choice Coalition. My organization, the American Federation for Children, seeks to empower families, especially low-income families, with the freedom to choose the best K-12 education for their children. We believe that parents should have access to choice. It's not a competition. It's not the public schools versus the private, the charters. It's about giving families and empowering families with options. My organization has been in this fight of opportunity scholarship even before the program was enacted. Every legislative session, we engage parents, students, and educators to bring awareness of the importance of this program. There is about 1,400 students in opportunity scholarships, and I know there is thousands on a waiting list. This program is changing lives, especially for the communities that need the extra support. Opportunity Scholarship, as you can see, is a very diverse program. 26 of the students are Hispanics, 14% are African American. The average household income of families who participate in this program today is $52,000 a year. This is a tax credit program. It's not taking funding away from public schools. The reality is in our state, our students are struggling. The empirical data shows it. 73% of fourth graders aren't proficient in reading. A school choice, though, is much more than just test scores. It's about giving families the freedom to be the drivers in the education of their children. As a mom, as a member of the Hispanic community, I have seen firsthand how my community suffers. I know this is a program for the most vulnerable communities, families that are searching for options for many reasons. Wanting help academically, escaping violence, bullying, but do not have the financial means to do it. I understand these struggles because my mom was one of them. I'm the daughter of a single mother who was very poor and couldn't read. I needed extra support, just as many families in my community do today, and don't have it at home. My mom always wanted better for me, and I didn't have the financial means. I'm proud to say today that I have an education, and I can represent families just like mine. So let's keep fighting because I need you in this fight. Our state is failing our students over and over. Giving families choice and giving families opportunities will have a profound impact on their children's success later in their lives. And as a parent, that's what we ultimately want for our children. We want them to have the ability to be successful. And with that, I would like to introduce Governor Joe Lombardo. Since taking office, Governor has been a laser focus on delivering a school choice for our families and our students. This fight has been lonely, my friends. And since we have Governor Lombardo, I'm not alone in this fight in this state anymore. Governor Lombardo this session introduced AB 400, also known as the Education, Achievement, Opportunity, and Accountability Act, which would have allocated $25 million for opportunity scholarships. And it would have given 5,000 scholarships to a program that is currently only serving 1,400 students. Unfortunately, the bill passed, amended last minute without opportunity scholarship funding. The Nevada legislature refused to negotiate and stop significant funding for the Opportunity Scholarship Program. And as we have mentioned over and over, now we have children that are at risk of losing their scholarships. I am grateful for Governor Lombardo's tireless commitment to our students and families. I would like to welcome to the podium Governor Joe Lombardo.
So money from public schools. We are just giving them more opportunity and more choice. Yes. That's the key to the whole. If we just can repeat that mantra, it's choice and opportunity, choice and opportunity. And people will realize what we're trying to accomplish here today. So to start with, I want to thank Principal Abigail Carpenter. Abigail, thank you. Fantastic facility you provided for us today. And Steve over there, he's the maintenance supervisor. And he probably needs the loudest round of applause because the air conditioner works. So, right? And Superintendent Thompson, thank you for being here today also. We can't see you back there. And I want to thank St. Anne Catholic School for hosting us and their hospitality. So, I also like to thank Valeria Gurr and the Nevada School Choice Coalition. We actually don't even have to provide her any color in her description and what she's all about. Everybody knows Valeria. She is probably the most staunch advocate for school choice and what we're trying to achieve. But with her and standing with her as a partner is Miss Erin Phillips. And Erin, we haven't introduced you yet, and I want to make sure you receive due recognition. And Valeria, it's a given. It's a given. And I can't say anything more about you. So. Also, there's a very important group of folks standing behind me today, and that is our Republican legislators. And I think it's important for myself to introduce each and every one of them individually because they have been staunch advocates for school choice from day one, from the first day they were elected, no matter how many terms they have served. And it's frustrating for them to continue to fight the fight because it seems to fall on deaf ears year over year. But because they know the importance of what we're trying to achieve, they continue to stand here today. They continue to stand for the students every day, and they continue to stand for what we are trying to accomplish. So with that being said, I want to thank Senator Kerry Buck, Assemblyman Hibbets. Raise your hand so they know who you are. Assemblyman MacArthur. Assemblywoman Kasama, and Senator Hammond. But there's another important individual standing to my rear here, and I want you to come forward, Peter. Come forward, Mr. Guidry. Come up here. These are two civilian members of our communities that have been staunch advocates of what we're trying to accomplish in the opportunity scholarship space. And I think it's important for them to be acknowledged in their years of dedication to this particular issue. And Mr. Guidry, I want to thank you for being here today. And also the president of Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce, Peter Guzman. So thank you. And just a matter of reference, he pointed it out to me, and I don't want it to be lost on the media, but Peter's son, Giovanni Guzman, is up there in 2008 as a student athlete.
That's right.
Every year,
That's
student
right.
athlete. Because he had a choice. Right, he had a choice. But more importantly, I want to thank the students and families here today. Claudia, Danielle, Estella, and Julia, thank you for your kind words, and thank you for your words of support. Come on, a little bit louder round of applause for this girl. You got to appreciate how bold they are and how scared they were and how they were a little bit of hyperventilation going on. They're standing next to me to go up to this podium and express what their concerns are and express what has bred success for them. And I can't even imagine being there in their shoes when I was their age and accomplished what they're accomplishing as a result of what we're trying to do here today. So thank you very much. My administration has been fighting for school choice and opportunity scholarships since the day I took office. Since the day I took office. Okay, you know, I know there's been press releases here in the last few days to say that we folded in negotiations, and can't be anything further from the truth. And Valeria expressed that. Valeria expressed that throughout the process, and there was continual negotiation in what we were trying to achieve. But unfortunately, the end game didn't end in the results that we wanted. But I think that clarification is needed, especially for the media here today, to understand we've been fighting the fight since day one, and we'll continue to fight the fight as we move forward. In my State of the State address in January, I said that every Nevada child has the right to a quality education and should be college or career ready by the time they graduate high school. I reiterated that traditional public schools are not and should not be the only option. Are not and should not be the only option. Furthermore, I articulated my goal of ensuring the opportunity scholarships received a record amount of funding during the 2023 session. And I can tell you from day one to day 120 of this legislative session, my office continued to fight for opportunity scholarships. Just like I said, I would, and my office presented historic funding for opportunity scholarships in Assembly Bill 400. And when Assembly Bill 400 was heard, school choice advocates fully packed the rooms in Carson City and Las Vegas, and when the bill was heard. My chief of staff and I both had extensive conversations about what we could do to maintain and expand opportunity scholarship funding throughout the session. In fact, this issue is so important to my administration, we had a roundtable to discuss this particular issue at Mountain View School in the month of May. And two of the kids that attended the Mountain View presentation, the roundtable discussion, are here today, and they spoke earlier. And so that shows the importance of what we were trying to achieve. So it never fell on deaf ears. It was a continued fight from day one to day 120. And now we continue 2 months later through the process. Again and again, we heard from students who were struggling at their old schools who received an opportunity scholarship, who were then able to academically thrive, succeed at their new school. I'm passionate about opportunity scholarships because it's not just a bill, it's just and it's not just a data point, it's not just statistics, and it's not a hypothetical. It's real life. You can see it here today. This is real life. These families and their children and what they are trying to achieve, it's real life. They were not thriving in the environment they were given. And that is no fault of the school district. It's no fault of the families. It's a fault of the process and the options that are available for them to achieve success. Because opportunity scholarship funding was not maintained and expanded by the Democrats in the legislature, hundreds of Nevada students could potentially lose their opportunity scholarships. I use the word potentially as a matter of written word, but actually it's a reality. If we are not able to supplement the opportunity scholarship and what we are trying to achieve next week at the IFC meeting, there will be hundreds of scholarships removed and the ability for kids to continue where they are currently placed in their education process. And that is unacceptable to me. That is why my office proposed using $3 million of unallocated COVID relief funds to fill the gap in opportunity scholarship funding to ensure that no student loses their scholarship.
All right.
So in closing, I will say this. Our fight for school choice in Nevada continues. There is significant work to be done, and my office will remain resolute in our fight for our kids. You can clap for that if you want. I think it's an important piece to repeat. Resolute in our fight to protect our kids.
Yes.
It's pivotal that you continue to fight for school choice and opportunity scholarships alongside us so that hundreds of thousands of Nevadans who believe in school choice are heard by our legislators. Thank you all for coming today, and let's keep fighting.
All right.
Absolute appreciation for everybody that attended today. And it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no with what you're looking at. It's hard to say no. And it's hard to justify with a negative decision moving forward with what you're looking at. And people will have to live with that decision if it's in the negative. And I appreciate everybody making the effort, because this is going to require a continued effort. And we will continue into the future to expand upon opportunity scholarships, not only for its existing funding, but expansion of what we are trying to achieve. So with that being said, give a round of applause for the children.
Yes.
And I think for the media, we're going to have a short gaggle after this ceremony and these speaking points here. And I believe we're in conclusion. Is that right? Is that right, Valerie? Yes, sir. Do you want to say goodbye?
Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Governor.
There you go. And so as a matter of direction for the media, Elizabeth here will provide direction in where we're going to form our gaggle.
You've been watching Breaking News from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.